Hi there, this is Tracy at Tracing Dreams. Today I'm just going to kind of go over how I've chosen some papers for some cinch bound journals that I'm going to make and what some of the pages will look like that I've already cut down, and show you how I might fold some of them to make pockets. So one of my New Year's resolutions, I guess, for junk journaling was to use up some of these Reader's Digest books that I have. So these are the covers I've already taken apart here. And for these covers, I'm going to do cinch bound journals with them. And I made a few with some old Nancy Drew books, and they went over really well. I love this blue one. It's pretty. And so I'm going to try some more. So yeah, I thought this one was really pretty too. So I'm kind of mass making about 9 of them. And I already cut up some papers here. So I have a variety. I have some vintage graph paper, some lined paper. This is some wrapping paper that I cut up into page size. This is repurposed or recycled Amazon packaging paper. I just iron it out and then I cut it. This is just some from an old paper pad. Has some nice age to it, like that. And this is from a drawing book that was really cool. I might even have it up here. I thrifted it. Oops, knocked something over. Well, this is one of the drawing books here, but the one I pulled from here was for trees and stuff. But yeah, I thought these would make really cool pages in journals. So that's where I got these from. This is some vintage ledger paper. A small ledger that was just about the right size. I just had to trim these a little bit. This is some cardstock. It's a nice cream color. This I think is maybe resume paper. I bought like a whole box of paper at an estate sale, and there was some of this in there, and there's some blue too. I like the blue. I think this is some of that too. It's almost like a linen paper, but I don't think it is. But it has kind of that texture. And then here's some more that resume paper in a different color. So, and I like this. This not quite tracing paper. It's a nice thin paper. And then this is from an old notebook as well. So those are some of the papers that I've chosen already. I'm also going to use some vintage cards. So these are some of the cards that I found. And because it's cinch bound, I will probably I might take this part off, the back part, and then just have the cover in there. Yeah, so I like those. They all had a bit of a vintage feel to them. And I still have, I think I'm going to add some of this tracing paper. It's got some nice age to it. And I also have a giant pad of construction paper, and I've used some of this in the last few journals I've made, and it's nice. It's a nice thickness and adds a real burst of color to the journals too, so that I like. I also stack of some envelopes. I'm going to put an envelope in each one. I might decorate them a little bit. And then I have a stack of papers here that I am going to fold so that they can have pockets in the journals. So this one I think is going to be a side pocket. And so it's going to need to be, I think the width of my pages is about 5 inches. So I got to figure out what side I want the pocket on. I think I'm going to have it on that side. So I just very gently with this paper, because it's not super thick, just fold that over. And then I will put it in the journal like that. And then on the other side there will be a pocket. Not sure I'll glue it down or if I'll just make it like a fold. And then the person can decide how they want to use it. So yeah, do another one here. So I really like this part here, so I don't want to fold that over. Just fold this part. So yeah, I have a few more of those that I'll put together. And then I had this atlas paper. So I've cut it down to size. This is the width of the page that I want, but I'm going to fold it up and do a little pocket. So I think I'll do it on the side here. So my pages are 7 1/4 length. So yeah, so then I'll have a little pocket there in those pages. It's not a real big pocket, so you can still see a lot of what's on there and decorate it however. And then this one, I did the same thing, but I am going to do the side pocket, I believe. No, I'm sorry. This one is, how did I do that? 7. Oh, yeah, so this one is going to be a side pocket? Yeah, I think so. Yeah, so I'll have a little pocket there too. And then I had these nice coloring pages. I just had recently thrifted some coloring books. Probably see it in one of my thrift hauls for a real good price. So I was going to use some of these as well. So the same kind of thing where I want it to be about 7 1/4 long. And then we'll just fold this part up. So I think I like this design a little better. So just fold it up like that. And then I might glue the sides here so that it makes a little pocket. So yeah, tell me in the comments if you've used any certain kinds of papers and cinch bound journals that you find work really well, or certain papers that you like to use for pockets. I find these thicker. A lot of coloring books aren't this thick, but these pages are fairly thick, so they work pretty well. And it is going to be a little bit of a shallow pocket, but when I put them in, these journals aren't that big, so when it's in there, it's going to be, you know, plenty of room there to put things in. So, and I just had to keep the end papers in these as well. Isn't that pretty? Just love that. So those will be some of the pages in the journals too. And then another idea I had, I used some cardstock, double-sided. So I'm going to use that also as a pocket in the journal. So it's going to fold over on the side. So I think that'll look nice contrast on that one. Yeah, so I didn't show the end papers on some of these. They're pretty cool too. This one's plain yellow. And I did save some of the pages that were in there were kind of cool. So those might end up being pages in some of the journals too. But yeah, I liked that, how we had the Reader's Digest emblem there. And this one had, I had a couple of pictures in there. I might end up using those, if not. I like that too. I don't know if I'll use something to cover up the name there, the person that had it before. This one was really bright blue. But the inside of the cover is pretty bright blue too, so. This one I think was a plain brown. And these, nice green color. So yeah, I'm excited to do those. And again, oh, the other thing that I wanted to add is I did tea dye some paper this past weekend, so I'm gonna cut up some of that as well, and put that in my journals. So this one is a mix of the tea dye, and then I also use these two sprays, Distress Spray and Distress Oxide Spray, went right after I tea dyed it to give it this look. So I thought they turned out pretty cool, and I'll cut those down to size and put them in the journals as well. So yeah, that's one of the projects I'm working on right now to kind of use up some of the books that I have, and hopefully I'll be getting to, I'm hoping to do some ring bound journals out of the binders, like the cookbook binders, and that too soon. So we'll see how that goes. So thank you so much for joining me today, and if you like the video, please click like, and if you'd like to see more videos, please subscribe to my channel. Thank you. Bye.